Okay, all right. Now, I have a little bit of time on my hands, so I'm going to try to quickly go through this Airbnb support. Yeah, let's see what they say about the things I have to tell them. Now, we'll start with one of the first issues that I brought to their attention. Let's see, that would have been this one on this booking. So it says, so first it's the automated system, blah, 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 you can read it. Okay, so I say, oh, I'm experiencing delay at the airport. I haven't checked in yet. Everything is okay. Should be there this evening. Turns out I wasn't there that evening. I was there, I think, 2 evenings later. But that was the end of that thread. Okay, let's go back. Now let's go to the next one. Okay, so it's the automated thing again. I chose something else. Wow, what happened here? It's blank. Okay, the Airbnb support says for me to describe my dealie, and there's a blank space. I don't remember. Anyways, the point is, well, actually, that might be the point. I don't remember leaving a blank space there. I don't know how that got there. Maybe it'll come clear later. But let's see what I wrote later, further down. My clothes are missing. Left them in the washer. They're not in the washer. Messaged the host almost 2 hours ago about this. No response. Yeah, so, yeah, basically, my clothes disappeared from the washing machine. And as I record this, several days later, like now it's Tuesday, and all this happened like, I don't know, 4 days ago, I don't know, whenever it happened. Like I've left that place and I left without my clothes. All right. If you've messaged your host and you haven't heard back, try calling them instead. That's what Airbnb says. Now, I didn't want to do this because I just didn't want to, you know. I'd rather Airbnb contact them, you know, because they might be crazy, like, you know, I don't know. Or, you know, who knows. But I actually did press that button and I called them. Like, you know, I think it just gives you the number. What happens? Whatever. Earlier it gave me a phone number. I called it and it was disconnected. I got a ringing tone. You know, whatever. It said whatever. So it says no, connect me to a person, blah blah blah, send it whatever, and blah blah blah. Okay, so the next thing I told Airbnb was I tried calling the host with the number that they provided, and the number is disconnected. Okay, a person named Jessa responds. She says, I hope you're doing well. No, I'm not gonna do her like that. Okay, so what Jessa says is, this is Jessa from Airbnb. I hope you're doing well, and I would have called, but it's a bit late in your, and please let me know when it's best. When is the best time to call? I'm sorry to hear that you're closed. Yeah, let me read this from the screen. I'm sorry to hear, actually you can read it, I don't need to read it. So she says she's sorry that the clothes are missing. Of course, it's not the experience that Airbnb wants you to have. She's gonna help me to the best of her ability. Okay, so she gave me instructions on how to get a refund. I clicked on that link. I saw that I could get a partial refund. And I thought better of it. I thought, well, they're probably just gonna give me back my clothes. You know, I don't wanna make a big deal about it, you know? I'm not gonna like ask for my money back, even though I'm totally dissatisfied. I was totally dissatisfied with the whole thing, and I wanted to leave. But I would do it on other grounds, not because of this. Anyway, yeah, so she tried to call, she says, and I told her, whatever, the rest is blah, 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 blah. You can read it. It's not really important. Okay, so let's go to the next one. Okay. Okay, so here we go. It says, just stayed with this host. Okay, so here, I need to explain this one. I wasn't able to leave. I had to search the Airbnb, find the listing, and then report a problem on a brand new listing. I couldn't report an issue on the listing that they canceled, that the host canceled. So I went about it a different route. And so I opened up a new ticket, and I say this: I just stayed with the host. She canceled my booking suddenly. I think it's a scam. I booked for so long, and the woman says she's the host. I'm the host. I mean, I'm the owner. The point is that I explained to them what's clear now, and I'm not going to explain in this video. See if there's any details I need to mention. Not really. So they want me to explain it in a few sentences, and I say, hey, it's a scam. They kept my money and demanded that I leave. They falsely accused me of a crime and threatened to call the police. And so I said, yeah, it is a safety issue. I tell them to call me. Okay, here's a very important part that I made this whole video for. It says, it looks like you already wrote to us about this issue, so we've combined this message with your other message. This message thread is now closed, but you can continue the conversation here. Now, when I saw that, I thought, okay, I don't remember bringing this topic up in any other thread. You know? Like I had to like, you know what I mean? Like I didn't bring this up in any other thread. And so then I thought, okay, well, let me click on this, let me see what the hell. First I went back to check and I was verified I didn't. So I was like, okay, so what is this linking to then? And I thought, okay, well, let me just click on it. I'll do it again here. And it just goes to my messages, my inbox. It doesn't go to any thread. Okay. Now, what I do see is that's new, so that's not, I'm just, that's not for the purposes of this. But what I do see is, let's just go up the list. What's here? Let's see what that is. So I opened up a thread. This is not what they're referring to, but this is another thread I opened up when I say that I want to leave. Tell us a bit more about what's going on, blah, blah, blah. Take photos. Okay, here are some notes. And I list off some things that I made, some notes that I made as soon, like on my first night there, basically. And this is basically an impression of my first night there. Okay, I describe that to them. Yeah. Okay, I mentioned to them that on my first night, you can read it if you want, but basically the place that there's no peace there. Basically, I don't want to talk about it right now, but it's dissatisfying. And I list off a bunch of things, and some guy named some person responds, and this is what they say. This is blah blah from Airbnb support team. Hope you are keeping well. I'm taking over this case to ensure that continuous assistance is provided to you. Thank you for reaching out to us. I just pulled your inquiry today. It was kept open in our system. It sounds like one of these fraud guys. This is the way it's worded. It sounds like a spam email. Allow me to start by offering our most sincere apologies for the length delay in a reply from our side. Sounds like spam. It sounds like, oh my God. I'm really very sorry for the inconvenience. I actually never read the whole thing. I skimmed through it, but now I'm reading it word for word. It sounds, whatever. I'm really very sorry for the inconvenience. This is not at all what we want for you. We will give you our best to help you in this. I request you to please share a few images with us of the issues so that I can help you with it. Now, when I read that, that's the part I got. Like, I didn't, I just got to that part. And I thought, well, if you read anything, you would know that you know, there's no, yeah, he just didn't read it apparently, So, yeah, I don't think I responded at all. And so this is what happens when I didn't respond. I got another message from someone else saying that my colleague is going to take over this ticket, blah, blah, blah. In the meantime, feel free to reply. Another person, hi, we'd love to help you resolve this case as soon as possible. Make sure you receive continuous support. My colleague is going to take over this ticket. That's the same thing that the last message said, okay? In the meantime, is it really? No, okay, yeah, it is the same thing. Okay, so, okay, here's another one. Thank you for contacting Airbnb. My name is Monica and I'm part of blah, blah, blah. In relation to your reservation with August, blah, 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 the inconveniences, blah, blah, blah. We want you to feel comfortable, blah, blah, blah. For any booking to be covered by Airbnb, guest refund policies, blah, blah, blah. You must contact Airbnb in maximum 72 hours from check-in to inform us and send documentation for us to take appropriate action, blah, blah, blah. You must bring to the issue of attention in writing or by telephone, blah, blah, blah. Blah, 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 help center, blah, blah, blah. Refund policy, blah, blah, blah. Blah, blah, blah. So she says that. Another person said this. So this is Monica once again, or same person, I don't know. You're well. Hope you're well. Since I haven't received a response, hope you're well. I understand. Thread time being closed. Okay. Okay, so they closed that, I guess, for the time being. Okay, whatever. So the next one I was aware of is this. So it says, I'm Peggy with 24-hour safety. Let's confirm that you have completed the checkout process by replying directly here. That's strange. I never got a message like this before. So I thought that was strange. I've checked out of plenty of Airbnbs, or even when I don't check out, I just disappear. Like, I don't get this message. So this is someone else from Airbnb. Reservation has been canceled and checkout is required as soon as possible. Okay. Oh, those are just the most recent. Okay, so the first one says, my shift is about to end. If you have any further questions for assistance, respond strictly. All the best. That's weird. That's the beginning of this thread. There's nothing before that. So why are they opening with my shift is about to end? That doesn't make any sense to me. Okay, here's some guy, he says his name is Logan, blah, blah, blah. As a reservation has been canceled, is not active in our system. Please keep in mind that Airbnb protection does not cover this reservation. In case you require assistance, you would be at your own risk. What the hell? Okay. Please confirm or on response to this. Why does this sound like scammers? Please confirm on response to this email once you have completed the checkout. No, that doesn't make sense. Okay. Okay, so, yeah, okay, so I'm Peggy, blah, 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 blah. Kindly confirm to us if you have completed the checkout process by replying directly here. So why are they so eager for me to confirm that I checked out? If they're in any way aware of what happened. And I think this is today. This is I think today is May 30th. So twice today they're wanting me to confirm that I checked out. This happened several days ago. The 29th yesterday and the 28th, the date. And this doesn't even make sense. I don't know this thing about the shift ending. But yeah, so this is the Airbnb support. It's never, okay, this is something new. This is telling me to just leave a review. Well, these are the messages that I left for the host also. And I never got any response to any of them. Yeah, I actually saw this one. So at one point, the host, whoever that is, I don't know if it's anyone that I actually ever even met, But they say they don't have washers for gas. You can check out Belmont Eco Laundry. So that's in response to me saying, hello, my clothes were left in the washer, but they're not there anymore. Please let me know where my clothes are. Hello, please let whomever know that they are welcome to leave my clothes on the floor next to the washer, no problem. So one was at 9 a.m., the other one was at 10 p.m. So about 13 hours apart on the 27th of May. That's when I messaged to the host, and whoever's saying that, the host says, "Oh, we don't have washers for guests. You can check out." That's what they said. So I'm actually reading this for the first time. His response, or whomever responded. Yeah, and I didn't even know I was dealing with. Well, I always assumed that the person I'm staying with might be crazy. Or might have some kind of problem, or might just not see eye to eye with me, see things the way I see them, So I try to avoid them, and I try to avoid communicating with them directly, And so this does not offend me, and I don't even care, at all, how they responded. I think it does illustrate why my method is a good one, You know what I mean?